Hi, my name is Norman Marks, and I've been thinking and writing about risk management and what works and what doesn't work for quite a long time. One of the things that troubles me is that too many people, and in fact, too many guidance frameworks and books, publications are focused on one risk at a time when that is not how we make decisions, that's not how we live our lives and run our business. It's just not realistic. So I want to talk about that and suggest perhaps we need to be rethinking how we are looking at risk management because it's not about a list of risks that is periodically updated and reviewed. That doesn't necessarily help you run the business. It can help you avoid some of these more significant threats, but it doesn't help you make the decisions you need to make in order to be successful and achieve your objectives as an organization, as a business unit, and as an individual. So let's talk about that. So the way I think about it is that at all times we are trying to get from where we are somewhere else, achieve an objective, reach a milestone, close a deal, hire somebody, open an office, release a new version of a product. We're trying to get something done. We're trying to move, like I said, from where we are to a slightly different place, maybe a very different place. So it's all about how we get there. And we get there, frankly, through making decisions. We make decisions. But there's so many things to think about when we make decisions. It's not always so easy. Yeah, we may not have a lot of time to make decisions, which makes it even harder, but there's so many potential things that could affect what you're trying to achieve. For example, let's say that we're looking at opening a new sales office in Guadalajara, Mexico. There are so many things, like I said, to think about. You've got cyber risk, you've got potential fluctuations in the value of the US versus Mexican currency. You've got the fact that new technology is perhaps going to be making everything you do obsolete very quickly, or alternatively, you've got the opportunity of doing something different, maybe making that more of a remote office, maybe using technology instead of people. You've got compliance concerns, you've got supply chain. How are you going to get the materials to your customers? How are you going to bring um, the necessary equipment and raw materials to where you're going to be manufacturing? What about safety? What about safety of all the people working in your business in Mexico? It's a little bit different in Mexico than it is in other parts of the world, and we may need to do some different things. So, for example, my old company, which used to have operations in Mexico, one of the mandatory things was ransom insurance and having a ransom uh, emergency service, if you like. So there's things there. Human resources. How are we going to get the people we need in the right place at the right time with the right skills? And how are we going to motivate them? How are we going to retain them? Are we going to move people? What impact will it have if we hire people in Mexico at different salaries than people in the southern part of the United States, in Texas? What issues do we have there? Again, you've got compliance issues. But at the same time, we have opportunities. We have to balance these because these are the reasons we even considering taking some of these risks, is the opportunity to either bring on board new customers or enhance our operations and our um, orders that we're receiving from new customers. Similarly, maybe we can reduce our